another tutorial. In this example, we are going to look at editing HTML. There's a lot of little tips and tricks that I've kind of been alluding to, been kind of sharing that, hey, just go in and change your code, add this code here. I wanted to make a video specific to going in and editing some text, editing some code, adding a few things, and kind of just seeing that process step by step by step. So if some of you have never done that before, that can be very intimidating to kind of look at the code and think, oh my gosh, where do I even go to start with? So I've got a page open, and it's just kind of a blank page, kind of one of my templates for my home page. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to create a header with a color background and everything. It's one of the first things on this page that you find this video on that you can add to your pages. And so here I've got a blank page, and I'm going to go, and what I would like to do is I would like to add a banner, or I guess a header with this kind of text to it right here. And this is the page, the same page you're on right now. You can copy this text and paste that into your HTML editor, and that's going to be able to allow you to create this kind of colored banner with the text inside of it. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to highlight everything here, even the little symbols, and I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to copy that paste, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it into my HTML editor, right? So if you look down at the bottom of your screen there, you can see that there's these little symbols here, and it says switch to raw HTML editor. I'm going to click that, and it's going to turn everything into code. Now, if you don't know anything about HTML, which I don't know very much either, right? But I know that I can just copy and paste certain things in, and it's going to make that change on my graphics page where I'm not looking at all the code. And so I can see here that I've got all this thing, and the last thing on my page I have welcome to the homepage template, right? So if I click back, you can see that that's the last thing I've done here, and I find that text right there, right? And this is just indicating that that's the end of my paragraph. Now before I add anything to this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to click return a couple of times just to kind of give myself some space. Sometimes when you add things in, getting the text to go in front of that, a little tricky. Real easy if you just hit enter a couple of times and then kind of put your code in between those. You could do that. You can see here that this is what you see. That's the symbol for the return. If you've got a paragraph that begins and ends and it's really nothing there, you'll see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit enter, create some space in between those two returns that I placed. And I'm going to paste that information that I had. Right now it looks crazy, right? There's that previous return, and at the very bottom you can see the last return here. Now, the only thing I'm going to do is, for me, the background color, if I wanted to change that, I could. I'm going to really just worry about changing the text right now, right? And you can see that the capital letters here. Title goes here. So we can change it to that. And if I don't do anything else and I click back, and here's your header. I can go in here and I can, if I wanted to change the title, I can put something else. Right? You can edit that value there. This is essentially a table, right? I can go up, and if I really wanted to make some further edits to that, I could change the table properties, and I could choose the different colors. I could choose the backgrounds. You can see those things are chosen here. But it's great to be able to just simply put that code in and go from there. Now I've got anything in, and if I hit enter, then I can continue on with my page and enter in anything like that. One of the other things on the page that we talked about is adding a line to divide up your information too. So I want to kind of walk you through that. So I'm looking here, and I'm trying to see how many times I've hit enter. And so I've got 3 different lines here that I can do that. I want to make sure that I have at least one extra line, because I don't want to end up adding without having something where to add text afterwards. So I'm going to hit enter one more time, give myself a space to put the line, and then we're going to go back and we're going to choose this information. This is the code for the line. So I'm going to copy all of that code, copy that, and where I want to put the line, I'm going to go to my HTML editor. And here you can see that I have several returns and I have the letter V typed. So you can see that right there. The P's just mean beginning paragraph, ending paragraph. Okay, and here it's basically saying that you hit enter, but there's nothing in there. There's no text there. So I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to put one down right there. I could delete one of these. That's a whole lot of extra enters that I don't need, so I can delete that if I really need to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in my line. Now I can change the 2 pixel. That's how thick your line is going to be. I could also change the percentage if I wanted to go all the way across 100% or 50% or 20% or even some unusual number, right? You can change that. I'm going to leave it like it is for now. And then if you click back, you've got a line that is super close to the top. So I'm going to go back and hit enter. Okay, the cursor's right there afterwards. Let's go back before the line and hit enter. You could also go back into your HTML, and that's of course our enter. We could put one above that so that it separates the table from the line a little bit more. And there you have it. And that's how you add these values in between them. Of course, you can type information. I can hit enter and bring that down. We can still enter images and anything else in between these things. But editing with HTML, not crazy. It's a little intimidating when you see all of that information on it, but it's actually pretty easy to do once you know that I just want to kind of do a certain number of things. So if you've got questions, please send them my way. I'll be more than happy to walk through this with you if you have any questions. Hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.